Peace in, folks. How you doing? Let's use the force now. Positive mental attitude. Now we do. So, I'm just in the middle of, I've just started back-end mixing of the song Natives I've been working on and off over the last 2 weeks. And I thought on my break, because, you know, it's healthy to have a little, you know, to have regular intervals when at particularly this stage of the game. So I thought I would share the lesson that is being slammed in my face right now. It's a lesson of trust. It's a lesson of trust, and I have trust issues. I don't like to. It's not I don't like to. I like to. I just struggle to open up to people that really want to get close, because I have trust issues, and they come from places. You know, I have abandonment issues that I think I may have resolved, but that helped with the trust issue. Let's just keep to the trust issue. Let's not get onto the daddy issues that I pretty much sorted out. I pretty much sorted out my daddy issues. The lessons will probably keep coming, but still, I think a lot of us have trust issues, right? It's not like, oh, woe is me, I've got trust issues. You know, it's... Let's start from when I was a teen, right? And I have always fallen in love. I have always fallen in love. I love to love, right? And I love to be loved in return. But I would, as a teen, see everyone just getting some, you know? No one really cared. There was a lot of lust going around. And people are very quick to fall in lust. Not so many want to do courting, elongated dating without sex, right? You know, I enjoy sex as much as the next person. What I enjoy more, and there you go, I preempted your sick, was making love, right? And that is not always involving sex. Love is a wide, encompassing relationship between two people that to me is special. Now, what I found was that a lot of people were quicker to fall in lust, quicker to fall for an idea. And I never wanted to fall in love. I wanted to raise in love. I wanted to grow in love, you know, because to me, that's part of the gig. So, you know, like many people, and there's plenty of people who haven't experienced this bit, but my parents split up when I was 4. I saw firsthand, like many of us, that relationships can fail. And I believe that there's a few components to that. But what I really believe is that first and foremost is that love, the true depth of it, is not actually the first factor. There's a lot of attractions that happen. And I do believe there's a lot of attraction involved in love, but through the teachings I got from my grandparents, you know, and some teachings from my mum, but her, you know, her relationship failed, and then the marriage that my mum then went on to have was certainly a very healthy relationship. I have my own thoughts on the depth of that, and it's no one's business, so I'm just going to move along. But trust. What built up to my lack in trust generally? Well, without wanting to be all guy with a fork on this motherfucker, but when we start seeing the world we are surrounded by, the society we live in, right, as children coming of consciousness, okay, so when you're a child and you really start becoming aware of the world outside your immediate bubble, you become aware of politics on a larger scale, not just on the playground, right, but you become aware of business, and you're already being, excuse me, you're already being eased into that through the early school years. And I realised that even nice people can be cutthroat business people. So really, how nice are they? Because, you know, we're all taught, what is it, fight or flight. We're all taught survival of the fittest, or survival of the sickest, as I'd call it. So if you're prepared to do anything to get that deal, I don't trust you. And rightly so, because let's face it, if you've gotten into that mindset, the chances that you've got less compassion. You have bought into the survival of the sickest. So, you know, I'd see lots of people fucking around. A girl that I thought I liked, and then she'd had sex with like 2 or 3 of my mates, and then I'm just like, I'm not even interested. I'm not even interested. I didn't lose my virginity till I was 19. And in comes my second reason of lacking in trust. Because the girl who I lost my virginity to, I should have let her go to university single. She wanted to. She wanted to, but I was in love. I lost my virginity to her. I'd waited to do that. For someone who I felt more of a connection with, to someone who I felt wasn't working on lust. But due to her environment, due to the external encouragement she had had through her life from, you know, I'd certainly say from her parents, from, you know, what I was told at the time and what I'd ascertained from everything that was happening, was that, you know, you should be single to have the full university experience, right? And really, what does that mean? What's the full university experience? Well, they're not talking about going and fucking studying your arse off and getting the best grades you can and sacrificing partying, sacrificing sex, sacrificing alcohol. None of that. That's not what they mean. What people mean when they say that is that you've got to go and have sex, you've got to go and have fun, be free-spirited in the non-spiritual sense. So it got to her, what would it have been? Was it in the first year? Either way, she cheated on me. Now, the depths of that cheating I never discovered, nor did I want to. And I didn't break up with her there and then. I tried to carry on. I mean, I almost did when, you know, because to the girl's credit, she called me and she told me, you know, what she'd done. I mean, she only told me that she cheated on me and it was played down, and I didn't want to dig anymore. I'd heard all I needed to hear, all I could hear. You know, I'd blinded myself to her own wants and potential desires because I loved the girl and I felt like she loved me back, and I thought that would shine through. But, you know, to fully be in a love space, anyway, we're dragging on. So my trust issues came from all of these things, from relationships, from friendships, where, you know, back in the day before mobile phones, you'd speak to each other on the landline and be like, yeah, I'll meet you in such a place, and, you know, and then we'll roll from there. Yeah, and I had like a best friend that would arrange to meet me and then just not turn up. Because I was Fatty John. I was the fat kid. I am not Fatty John anymore. But some people enjoy to call me FJ or Fatty John. Let them have at it. But trust was, for me, dented early and then perpetuated. And I always strived to continue to trust, to continue to grow and be better from it. Now, I have to fully trust in the universe. I have to fully trust in source consciousness. I'm not religious. I'm not going to start praying to God or Allah or any, like, I'm not into that. That's not my gig. What I have found through my own spiritual searching is something very beautiful, and I'm very thankful for that. But herein lies a trick. There is in everything a paradox. You let go and go with the flow, yet you guide and craft and create, but letting go. So I'm aware lots of people have trust issues, and I think one of the best ways of stepping out of mistrust and into trust is to go, do you know what? Fuck it. There's my heart. It's on the line. Now, a couple of the actions I've taken recently, I didn't fully trust, and it didn't work out so well. And to me, when I'm when I'm learning a particular lesson, that to me was like part of it, and I failed that sector. Now I'm on to the next bit, but it's no failing, it's learning. There's no, you know, but it is in a sense, you know, I realise what I could have done to help my trust be stronger. And that is simply when you start something, when you do something, when you anything, right, you've just got to like, boom, right, that's what that is. Now, don't try and control it, don't try and guide it, don't try and make sure it happens. You've just got to go, do you know what, if I'm going to trust, I'm going to trust. Boom, do that, peace out, I'll see you in a bit. So trust grows the more you actually dig into yourself and go, no, I'm going to trust you. You know, if your missus is going to cheat on you, fucking let her go out. If she's going to cheat, she's going to cheat. And then you're going to know it wasn't love. It wasn't trust. You know? And I trust in the universe to help me. It has so many times. Lastminute.com, motherfucker. I get out of any shitty situation and come out with smiles on the other end. So we're at that time. I'm going to say to you, use the force, positive mental attitude, be kind with your thoughts, keep loving your hearts. Peace in, let's get it.